In Alaska, the state that stands alone, there's a dog race run from Anchorage in the Nome. And it's a grueling race with a lightning pace, where the chilly winds do wail beneath the northern lights, cross snow and the ice, and it's called the Iditarod Trail.
All right, we're airborne out of McGrath, day 5 on Iditarod, Thursday. We've got Melissa in the front seat, and veterinarian out here for the 5th year, and in the back seat we've got Kate from New Zealand, Kiwi. We get a lot of people from all over the world as volunteers out in Iditarod. We're headed along the trail. In a few minutes we'll be flying by Cripple, so we'll get a view of Cripple, see how many teams are down there. We're along the trail right now, just got off the Anoco River. But we're having fun in Iditarod, getting the volunteers staged up to Ruby, so when the teams get up there tomorrow, probably not, let's see, Ruby, maybe late tonight, early a.m. And we're on the trail. We left Ophir 15 minutes ago, and we probably counted 15 teams on the trail between Ophir and Cripple. Deep, deep snow this year. They're just slogging through the snow. It's not too slow. The trail breakers put in a good trail, and it's set up, and teams are traveling. But boy, you can hardly get off the trail, and you're up to your armpits in snow. It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy deep. Oh, a nice view of the trail. Kind of picks up a little bit. And we're just, maybe 5-7 miles out of Cripple checkpoint. We'll follow the trail here into Cripple here and take a gander and see how many teams are on the trail. More importantly, we'll watch the trail coming out of Cripple towards Ruby and see if there's any teams traveling up to Ruby already. Jim Lanier, I think. Did Jim Lanier get first into Cripple? Do we know?
Fished out of Ophir.
Right. Last time we saw him, Jim Lanier was just a few miles out of Cripple, but he was moving pretty slow. But if he succeeded, Jim would have gotten into Cripple for the halfway gold. That's about $3,000 plus UCI cooks him up a gourmet meal and a glass of wine, and I know Jim would like a glass of wine about now. So you can just make out the trail as we're moving along here. It's a little bit overcast, so the light's just a little bit flat. Watching for dog teams. We just had one back there that was maybe about 6 miles out of Cripple. Staying on the right side of the trail, and that's kind of the trail etiquette for airplanes. Somebody coming in the other direction would stay on the right side of the trail, and thereby minimizing the chance of a fatal encounter. And the trail hooks to the left here. It used to go straight ahead, but they actually hook onto this wolf kill slough, as we call it. 7 years ago we found a wolf kill out here, so we named it Wolf Kill Slough. And this is where we stay. Yeah, traffic, Cripple area, 69 Yankees, just to the east. We'll be overflying the Cripple checkpoint, orbiting left, and then heading on to Ruby. Okay, Cripple checkpoint coming up on the left, and I do not see any teams. So that team back there should have been Jim Lanier. So you'd see they're all staged up.
Yeah.
Ready for the teams to come through. But there's the wind blows pretty good in here. You know, you get around Alaska where you get down in the hills, nestled in around the hills, it kind of, like up in Fairbanks and stuff, it's pretty protected. But you get places like this, you know, where you get out in the flats, and boy, in the wintertime, the wind blows. But this is Cripple. Deep, deep snow. I landed here a couple days ago, the 185, I had snow coming over the wings.
Wow.
It was just crazy deep. And there we got airplanes and stuff down there. There's Cripple.
They're waving.
Yep, they're waving at us. We'll give them a wave back. They know it's me. They know Diana stole the 185. All right, well, we'll head her up trail to Ruby. Well, it's a little milky through here right now. We're just coming up on the Ruby runway. Looks like a grader running down the runway doing some work. Ruby traffic, 69 Yankee is just a mile east of the strip. We'll be continuing north over the river and then left traffic landing on runway 3 Ruby. Yeah, there's the grader, so I gotta watch for him coming back around. And as I fly over, there's a snow machine there, so that means you got to ride. That's a good thing. Yep.
Sweet.
About 4 miles, a little light snow right now. Nice day in Ruby. No wind, and you can get some pretty good wind here on the Yukon. There are years that we can't land on the ice at all down there on skis because it's blown clean and it's nothing but a jumble of ice ridges and drifting. Big drifting. But this is a good year for landing skis down there. I expect the airplane will be landing skis. 69 Yankee turning final, landing runway 3 Ruby. Nice big runway. I used to land Hercs in here.
Nice.
Years ago. That's what they built a lot of these runways for, so you can get a Herc in them. You know, so they can get their, you know, heavy equipment and fuel and all that stuff.
Day 5 on Iditarod, Thursday evening. Iditarod 2012, and we got diverted up to Unalakleet here. And we've stopped in at one of our favorite haunts when we're in Unalakleet. And you can't quite see it all that well, but this is Peace on Earth. And it's nothing but Iditarod volunteers waiting for the teams to show up. So, all right, let's hear it from the Iditarod volunteers. There you go. We're here ahead of the race. Teams won't be here for another 3 days, but this is what it takes to make Unalakleet work.
We're experiencing peace on Earth.
Peace on Earth. Eating pizza. And this is all the pilots and volunteers, Iditarod support folks, comms, veterinarians. This is the driving force that makes this race come together. There we go. Enjoying pizza at Pizza on Earth. This is what we're here for, pizza! Alright. We're at Unalakleet. Just left Peace on Earth. And as we come out, we have got northern lights that I think I can pick up with the digital camera. Keep in mind that visually, by the eye, you can see them very clearly, but with a crank camera it's kind of difficult. But there's northern lights. See a couple of stars out. Beautiful northern lights on Iditarod. More northern lights. Nice bright stream. Oh, you can see them moving. Pretty wild. It's Friday, day 6 on Iditarod. I'm tagging this little clip onto the end of Thursday's video. I'm off the trail. I had to come back in today. I got to go to work. Somebody's got to earn a living. But I turned the 182 over to Ken Moon, one of the Iditarod Airforce pilots, so he'll be flying it for the next few days. Diana is flying the 185. She will continue taking videos. It'll be a week or so before I get back, and I'll edit the videos and I'll post them then and kind of get an update on how the second half of Iditarod went. So you're going to have to wait if you enjoyed kind of our goofy stuff that we're doing with the Iditarod Airforce. It'll be a bit before we finish up this year's 2012 Iditarod. You can also check us out at Alaska
When I
Wings.
get back to my home, hey, I can tell my tale. I did the Iditarod Trail. I did the Iditarod Trail. I did the Iditarod Trail.